Hello. In this video, we will walk through the industry-specific eWay-CRM database designed for companies not only in the field of accounting, but also in related areas such as tax processing, audits, or various types of consulting. For our purposes, the eWay-CRM database will consist mainly of these top-level modules. Contacts and companies represent our clients, whether individual contact persons or entire firms, including potential clients. In the Projects module, you will handle individual segments, whether it's bookkeeping, payroll processing, taxes, audits, or various types of consulting. Associated with that are modules like Tasks, which you can assign to yourself or to your colleagues within the team. Journals, which serve as the most important notes from meetings, consultations, or client calls. Emails, which synchronize automatically from Microsoft Outlook. And of course, any contracts or documents that need to be tracked for each project. A contact card in this database looks like this. You'll find the main contact details for the person, their link to a company, their role, and of course their emails and phone numbers, including the address, which can be inherited from the associated company if needed. When I switch to companies, I have not only the company name, but also several company types in this drop-down list. One advantage of eWay-CRM is that you can freely expand or reduce these lists according to your needs. So everything you see here can be fully adjusted. In addition, you'll find similar basics as in contacts, plus, for example, an account number that you can track for that client. But the main module for us will be projects. This is where the core of what you want to track in this database will take place. Here, I have an overview of projects that is already slightly customized with columns that will likely be relevant for the accounting field and related areas I mentioned. When I open an existing project, you'll see that for each project linked to a customer and optionally a contact person responsible for working on the project, I have several additional sections. First, in the type field, I choose the type of project. It can be bookkeeping, payroll administration, tax filing, financial reporting, consulting, or audit support. Of course, this list can also be expanded or shortened depending on what your firm covers, but we've prepared it to reflect the areas that typically appear together. Then, I have sections for contract length, with a planned start and actual end date, and payment terms. Here, I choose whether it's based on an hourly rate or a total value. I can enter the price per hour or per month and the actual hours worked. Notice that this field is grayed out. That's because in the timesheets module, I can log hours for individual people working on, for example, bookkeeping in this case. Once these timesheets are approved, they will automatically be counted into the actual hours worked. At the same time, on the level of timesheets linked to projects, I can view summaries by project or by client to see how many hours we worked in a given month or another period for specific team members. I can also track the status of each project. In this case, it is the initial stage. Administrators can, of course, adjust the workflow stages. We've tried to preset them to match typical processes, but if someone needs an additional stage, that's not a problem. When I switch between workflows or project types, eWay-CRM can automatically change the workflow stages. For example, when I switch to consulting, you can see that the list of stages is shorter. The data collection stage is no longer there, although it could be if needed. eWay-CRM can also change the form layout, meaning that if certain project types require different fields or different workflows, that can easily be configured. And that's all. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to write to us at info@eway-crm.com or visit our website or social media for more inspiration. And don't forget, be effective with eWay-CRM.